Hello everybody, welcome to our second edition of wood-fired brick oven cooking. I'm John Anthony Vincent Savoca. I'm going to be your chef tonight. I have Shannon, we have the restaurant all ready, and we have a customer as well. So this is very exciting. I kind of dressed it up a little formally for a Tuesday, but you know, today I really couldn't decide what I was going to do, frankly. I was thinking Taco Tuesday, and I was tossing that idea around.
We're going to have to do that.
We will do Taco Tuesday, but I just kind of felt like, I don't know. I started tossing around doing like Italian-styled steak tacos, and then I was like, you know what? Let me just go for broke and get. Wait till you see what I have. We decided to go ribeye instead, which is gonna be. That's gonna be amazing. We're also gonna have some Brussels sprouts and a beautiful tomato salad, which is gonna be beautiful as well. So the fire's been going for about 10 minutes. Which is a little bit longer than it usually takes to get this really good and hot. I think it might be just because I have it stored in the garage and it's a little damp in there. But we buy our wood from a company called Kiln Dried Wood. And all the restaurants here on Long Island use it. It's hardwoods that's dried thoroughly. Because you don't want to try to use just regular, wood from a landscaping company in these types of ovens because they end up being too smoky, they're hard to start. I'm sure this will get really hot in about another 5 minutes or so, and it's going to be fantastic. All right, now as you can see, we have some serious action happening in the oven, but we probably have to wait another 5 minutes or so to get the oven up to about 500 degrees before we start cooking anything, before we sweep the wood all the way to the back and put our tray of food in. And that leads me to my next point. One of the things I was really concerned about before I made this purchase was, am I going to be able to cook things other than pizza, right? Because we don't want to have pizza for dinner every night. And the answer is yes, a resounding yes. We cook all kinds of food in this pizza oven. We cook trays of vegetables, we cook chicken, we cook steaks, as we're going to do tonight. We cook burgers, hot dogs, ribs. You can slow cook in it. You have to kind of get used to the strategies that are necessary to do that sort of thing. Like tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to cook on this grill right here, which I took out of my barbecue, and I'm just going to set it up on some bricks so that we can get the flame underneath this grill. And I'll show you how we're going to set that up. So I have to start with cooking my asparagus first, because that's going to take about, 10 to 15 minutes or so, and we're going to get started on that. So Brussels sprouts are one of my favorite sides to have with steak, and they're the easiest thing in the world as well. So all we're going to do is put them in this cooking sheet. I'm going to put olive oil over the top. I'm going to dress them with salt. I'm going to dress them with pepper. You got to make sure that the Brussels sprouts have the oil on them too, so the spices stick to them. I'm going to put some oregano on there as well. And that's it. The other thing I'm going to add is water, because I like to steam my Brussels sprouts first, and I have just roasted them. When you put the water in first and put some tin foil over the top to steam them, they're much softer. They'll still get brown on the outside and have that kind of tougher texture on the outside, but inside they'll be juicy and delicious. So I'm going to add a little water. Bring it over here so you can follow me. Sink under here. Oh, I got my tablecloth hanging over. Now what I'm going to do is take some tin foil and I'm going to cover the tray with it. Just bring the camera down a little bit for you. Okay, I'm going to take another piece of tin foil and cover the other side. And voila! Now this is going to go in the oven and steam for about 10 minutes. about solid 10 minutes, and you touch them with a fork to see if they're getting a little bit softer. And the last 3 to 4 minutes, the tin foil comes off the top, and they will be fantastic. As you can see now, the fire is really going. We've achieved crazy heat. It's up, that's close to 800 degrees. It's closing in on 400 degrees Celsius. And if you just double Celsius, that's around what it is Fahrenheit. And that's just way too hot to cook anything. So what I'm gonna do now is push the wood all the way to the back, sweep off those bricks really good, let the oven cool down a little bit, and then we're gonna put our Brussels sprouts in the oven. It's gonna be fantastic. So this brush is necessary. It's a staple in every single pizza store. It has very hard wires on one side and a metal scraper on this side, and this tool is invaluable. You use it for so many different reasons. You can move the fire around, you clean off the bricks. It's a great tool. It is a must-have. So I'm gonna sweep the wood to the back, nice and slow, because I want to keep the wood still together. I don't want the fire to go out. I don't want to spread it all out. And by the way, you don't have to work back to front with the fire. I could put the wood on one side and then cook on the other side, but this is what we've been doing. You push it to the back, push it to the back, sweep it to the back. And so that there's plenty of room, because I'm going to be, while I'm cooking my Brussels sprouts, toward the end, we're going to get those steaks on there. That's my dog. I have a Great Dane. He knows what's happening tonight. Isn't this great? Tuesday night, we're out here having a steak. Why not, right? I was thinking, you know, do something quick and easy tonight and do a steak dinner maybe Friday or Saturday. But I was like, you know what? Life's too short, Shan.
That's it.
Life's too short. You never know what tomorrow's gonna bring. That could be our slogan. Have the steak today, and that's what we're doing.
And Friday night you have requests.
I have requests.
Yes,
what do I have?
It's your son's 19th birthday.
Oh, that is very exciting.
Requests for multiple pizzas.
That's right.
Yeah.
And here's the other logic I have behind it, because that ribeye was kind of expensive, right? Can't do that every night, but every now and then, like when we're a little bit tired, Shannon and I will run to a, we'll go to a local place. Let me turn Shannon around, get a conversation. Where'd she go? We'll go to a local place and we'll have some, maybe some bar food, right? Maybe some quesadillas or whatever, and drop $100, easy. And the food's not, well, I don't like to throw people under the bus, but it's not going to be what we have tonight for half the price. Right. So there's the logic behind that, Shan. Does that make you feel a little bit better about me dropping all that coin on a steak on a Tuesday? It's going to be fantastic. I'm so glad you're hanging out with us. All right, so we're just under 600 degrees Fahrenheit. That is plenty hot to put our Brussels sprouts in. Oh, a little water there. Save the day. I'll put these in. Close that oven up. I'm going to go for about 10 minutes on those. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to make tomato salad, so I'm going to make some vinaigrette dressing. And we're going to do that using olive oil, red wine vinegar, salt, pepper, oregano, fresh chopped basil from my garden, and a little Dijon mustard. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to use a half a cup of olive oil. We're going to use about a third of a cup of red wine vinegar. Eyeballed it pretty good though.
That's pretty
Not
good.
bad, right?
Yeah.
We're going to put about a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. And we're going to put our basil in there. This is really to your liking. Frankly, I love basil, so I'm going to really load it up. Same thing with the salt. Oh, get that spoon out of there. We're going to use salt, oregano, black pepper, and that's it. So for our tomato salad, I'm using cherry tomatoes of different colors. I'm using mini fresh mozzarella balls and about a half an onion. So now we're going to take our dressing, give it a good mix first. Right over the top. Oh, that looks delicious. Fantastic. Beautiful. Gonna add a little pecorino romano over the top, and that is ready. All right, so we're ready for the last couple of minutes for the Brussels sprouts. I'm just gonna take the tin foil off the top so we can crisp up the outsides of them. Oh boy, do they smell fantastic. So what we're gonna do, initially I said I was gonna cook them both at the same time, but I don't think that's gonna work out. I think those Brussels sprouts are a little closer to done than I thought they were gonna be. So we're gonna give them another minute or so, get them out, cook our steaks, and just at the end I'll put them back in to get them nice and hot for our meal. All right, so we're gonna get our steak ready to go in the oven. We're gonna put a generous portion of sea salt on both sides. Make a nice, beautiful crust. Pat that on there. Flip it over. Now what I'm also going to do is try to get it on the side as well. In fact, I'll put it right on this paper. Pick up this beautiful steak. Get that sea salt all around the edges. That's going to be beautiful. It's going to sit for about 5 minutes and then it's going in the oven. So for the steak, it's a little bit different. I have to pull the fire to the front because we're going to put the grill over the fire. So what I have to do is knock some of this fire down. Move those big logs to the side. We're going to keep those. And we're going to pull these ambers to the front. That's going to be perfect. This goes back here. Getting hot. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a couple of bricks. Put one on this side, one on this side. I'm going to take my grill and I'll put it right over the top. And let that grill get good and hot, and we're going to get that steak in the oven.
That's exciting.
All right, it's go time. We're at about 600 degrees. That beautiful ribeye is ready to go in. The grill's hot. We're going in. Can you hear the magic? That looks beautiful. And if you can see, the juices are dripping down from the steak, and then the smoke comes up and really gives that steak some beautiful flavor. All right, so we're gonna give it a flip. Got a beautiful crust. Look at those lines. That is going to be delicious. All right, we are all ready. We're gonna take our steak out, bring it over here to the cutting board, and we're gonna let it rest for about 3 to 4 minutes. Look at those beautiful lines, Shannon.
Beautiful.
Gonna put some tin foil over it. That was a little hot. That is going to be delicious. All right, so we are all ready to cut this beauty. Look at that. That is perfect, Shannon. Look at this. Is going to be unbelievable. Not bad for a Tuesday night. Perfectly medium rare. What a treat this is going to be. All right, we are all ready. Plated up and ready for a beautiful Tuesday night dinner that is fit for royalty, just like my house when I was growing up. Thank you so much for spending your time with us tonight. I really hope you enjoyed it. God bless you. We love you. We will see you next time.